Hey guys, Danny here from Blown Heck Gasket Racing. Thought I'd give an update on the track Subaru. Sorry I've been a bit slack, just working. CFA have been kept me busy this week getting ready for fire season, so that's been a bit full-on trying to get understanding of that. But yeah, let's run through this. So on the 3D printer, I've made myself, I don't know whether you've seen it already, screw-in oil funnel threads. I found the file for that online. So what I've done is I've downsized it, resized the item, and I've made air ducts for the brake ducting that I've got coming for it. That way, try and ram as much cool air into the front brakes to keep them cool as much as possible. So yeah, I've done that on both there. I bought a duct offline that actually runs up into let's have a look, see if we can find it, up into there, to help get just some more extra cool air into the intake, because it just sits up in the guard, so there's not a great deal of flow. Don't worry about random holes, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to tape it up once the bolts go on, but I've actually put a couple of nuts on the metal rear bar that goes on the inside of the front bar, and I've got 2 bolts here, so I'll have the 2 bolts there and the 4 straps either side to secure the front bar. And then yeah, that's just pretty much just going to take them off to remove the bar to load the car up, and the brake ducts will be they'll just slide over it, so that pretty much as I rip the front bar off, the tubing will stay there, and then when I load it up to the racetrack, put the front bar on, they'll just slide over because I can get access to the wheel wells, and that can it's just easier and more secure. I bought some heat shielding and some tape, as you can see, gold tape here, just to kind of stop some of the heat coming up from the turbo to heating up the master cylinder, the the clutch master cylinder and the brake. I've got a heat wrap here. I wrapped the entire dump pipe exhaust, so that's been done. I've done the gearbox oil, rear diff oil, the front end, all the wheel studs are done. Gave the brake calipers just a quick lick of paint. I'm here at the moment, so the right hand rear has been done. As you can see, I'm in the process of taking off the wheel bearing now, because that's the only way I can get the studs in, because of the length. So I'll unbolt that will come off. I'm also deleting the heat shield. Heat shield's going. I have done, I know it's probably not, everyone's thinking, that's probably not great, but I've done just a bit of brake ducting for the rear. I know it's not pretty needed. At the moment it just sits there, so I'm hoping to maybe make up some funnels just to get some more air in there. But also got another duct that's actually running to the rear diff, just to get a bit more airflow, especially cool it down, go around the track, just because the oil will get hot. And then eventually I'll do the same for the rear. You can probably see the dump pipe there. Except for that, not really much. I've also just been concentrating on doing that. I've got the steering wheel mounted. I can do this one-handed. And I've actually 3D printed. Where are you? Sorry. This will end up going on the roll cage, but 3D printed hook. So that goes there. I've also 3D printed this pod gauge. Now it's not meant for this car, it's actually meant for a different model. I found it online, I actually paid for it. So I'm going to get rid of the gauges off the dash here. I don't like how it just, to me it looks messy, and yeah, so time they will get relocated, rerouted to the center. Still be able to see them, still the information's there, but it's just off the dash, off the windscreen, and because there's no more radio, there's still a void there. Still has AC, no heater of course. Bought another harness, 6-point harness, FIA approved. So once the roll cage gets delivered, so that I bought that, I'm getting a full 6-point roll cage for this. So once that gets delivered, then I will mount the seat properly. Base for it at the moment, the one that's on it is for a different model Subaru, so I bought the seat bases for that. So the passenger seat will just be a normal one. This one gets transferred across the passenger, and I buy a full wraparound one for the driver. It's just money, but it is what. And pretty much, except for the roll cage, I might take out the speaker, use for the speakers and doors anymore. Just get a bit more weight out of the doors. Other than that, the interior is going to pretty much stay how it is. Yeah, that's about it. There's not really much else. I'm just trying to think. I'm going to make a not fan shroud, but a fucking yeah. A cover for that, just try and help draw so the air doesn't come out, gets drawn through cooling. I've got a new thermostat. That won't go in yet. I've drained the oil for, oh actually, here it is over here. So a baffle setup for it, airflow baffle setup for it. So that's going on it. Dent in it. So I'll fix the dent up, bash it out, hammer it out as best I can, and I'll put that in it. Make sure the pickup's clean. And also I'm going to wrap the sump in just some gold reflective tape, try and just reduce heat soak from going out of it. It will need an oil cooler at some stage, but that's when I can afford to do that. Other than that, there's not much else. I've just been doing, lots of wrapping. So, ABS module, fucking the second expansion tank, brake lines, the master cylinder, the booster. Like I said, I've made up this heat shield, which will get better, but I can remove it to bleed it, which I've got to do. I've got to unbolt this to do the sump, which I'll do. Other than that, it's work. Yesterday I spent all day doing a fair few jobs, putting the tyres on now. That way I can get the car at the front and start flushing out the cooling system, put some fresh coolant in it once I've got oil in it. I've cleaned out the intercooler with petrol, so that's all clean now, so it's done nicely. I might put some new gold tape in that to freshen that up. There's not really much else to say. Once the roll cage is done, comes, that'll be pretty exciting. Yeah, so these are the upgraded ARP longer wheel studs. I wanted to make sure I got decent ones, and I actually bought proper Cusco Japan lightweight racing wheel nuts. So open-ended ones, because these are a longer stud. I've actually got at the moment a 3mm spacer on all three tyres, just to see how it sits. People can say, oh, you shouldn't run spacers. You should. If it was bigger than that, then I'd be a bit concerned, but not that much. I'm just trying to see if I can just push the wheel out a little bit wider, get a bit better track width on the car. But they have got new tyres